Good morning, everyone. Mayor Steve Wilder here from the city of North Canton, calling today for the North Canton Board of Control virtual meeting for Tuesday, July 14th at 9 a.m. I'd like to make a roll call of the participants for today. Mayor Wilder is here, Director of Administration,
Here.
Director of Law,
Here.
and Director of Finance.
Here.
That's Mr. Diorio, Mr. Fox, and Ms. Alabak are here. Also present in the room, I'd like to make a note, Rob Graham, our city engineer, our Kelly Hart, our administrative assistant, and Ms. Catherine Farina, a deputy director of administration and development. Our first order of business is to review the minutes for June 9th, 2020.
I make a motion to approve the minutes as submitted.
I'll second.
Motion on the floor by Mr. Diorio to approve the minutes as submitted, seconded by Mr. Fox. Any other discussion on that? If not, I'll call for a roll call vote. Mr. Diorio,
Yes.
Mr. Fox,
Yes.
Ms. Alabak,
Yes.
and Mayor Wilder, yes. Minutes are approved for June 9, 2020. The second order of business concerns the Omni Pro Services, LLC contract for federally funded East Maple Street enhancement project at a cost not to exceed $185,000. Before we proceed, should we have a discussion on that or any comments or guidance on the contract?
I'd like to hear from Mr. Graham.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Mayor. As the mayor had indicated, this is to award the professional services contract for construction management and construction inspection of our federally funded East Maple Street enhancement project. We had done a qualifications-based selection of OmniPro Services based on one of three firms we had asked for an enhanced letter of interest and sort of technical proposal. Myself and the assistant county engineer deemed OmniPro Services to be the most qualified for this project. Their fee would be not to exceed $185,000, and they will bill that on an hourly basis. Basically, we do it that way, where if our contractor gets in there and knocks out the work in a very timely manner with no issues, and we're not fighting with the firm, we shouldn't even come close to the $185,000. But on the other side of the coin, if the contractor's not staffing the project properly, cutting corners, and we're just basically becomes an all-out brawl out there each and every day, we'll be able to monitor that they're coming close to that 185, and we'll probably warrant the change order to get them more to watch that future investment. So it's sort of a win-win for the city and for the firm that they bill us for what they got in it, period. So as far as the allocation, we still have about $279,000 left in our 2020 budget after the construction contract has been awarded. And also, City Council has approved this hire via Ordinance 37-2020. And so I guess engineering then would recommend that the Board of Control go ahead and award this professional services contract for construction management, construction inspection to OmniPro Services LLC at that hourly not to exceed amount of $185,000.
Rob, thanks for the background information on that. So I'll go ahead and put a motion on the floor for the Board Control to approve the Omni Services LLC contract for the federally funded East Maple Street enhancement project at a cost not to exceed $185,000. The motion's on the floor. Could I have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Mr. Fox. Any further discussion?
Made the motion.
The motion is for the...
Who made it? Mr. Graham can't make motions.
I'm sorry. No, I made the motion.
Very good, thank you.
Mayor made the motion, excuse me, for Omni Pro Services LLC contract for the federally funded East Maple Street enhancement project at a cost not to exceed $185,000. The motion was seconded by Mr. Fox. Any other discussion on that? If not, all in favor say aye. Or we'll
Aye.
do a roll
Roll
call.
call. We should roll call on
Okay, yeah, that's what I
matters
thought.
of spending money. We can voice vote on approving minutes.
Okay, you're right. Mr. Diorio,
Yes.
Mr. Director of Law Fox,
Yes.
Director of Finance Gina Alabak,
Yes.
and the mayor says yes. The motion carries for the approval of the Omnibus Pro services. On item number 3, it's the OpenGov or OpenGov.com contract for digital budgeting software at a cost not to exceed $170,000. Ms. Alabak, with just a brief discussion, again, a little background on that for the board.
Patrick, do you want to lead the discussion?
Just a second. I gotta shut my door.
I know it does.
All right, so in collaboration with the finance department, we've been looking at ways in which we could improve the city's efficiencies and transparencies as it relates to budgeting. And there are a number of firms out there that can help with this software as a service program. We believe that OpenGov.com offers the best options for the city of North Canton. And being that we are trying to avail ourselves of federal funding on this, and also that we're approaching our start point of our budgeting process, we wanted to get this in place as quickly as possible, hence City Council's prompt action in getting this approved, the mayor signing, and before the Board of Control today. This software as a service will allow us to digitize, electronically, put in budget information and keep it in a real-time format without going through and using an archaic means of manual spreadsheets that only one entity, the director of finance or her designees, could update, and would have to constantly be asked to provide us with new updates. So this is a huge step forward. And when Gina brought this to us to take a look at, my head was spinning at the opportunities for our department heads and therefore administration to have a better tool for more accurate budgeting. That's kind of the view from 30,000 feet.
Thank you, Mr. Diorio, for the background information. We'll go ahead and go forward with a motion for to approve, for the Board of Control to approve the OpenGov.com contract for digital budgeting software at a cost not to exceed $170,000. The motion's on the floor by the mayor.
I would just want to clarify. I'll second that motion, but I would also like to clarify that is a 5-year contract. The initial year is $49,975, and each of the 4 succeeding years are $30,000.
Second, or I guess it was seconded by Gina.
It was seconded by Gina. Thank you for the other discussion on that and explanation for the 5-year contract. Any other comments or discussion for that? If not, I'll call for a approval for the, or vote for the approving of the OpenGov.com contract. Mayor Wilder votes yes. Director of Administration,
Yes.
Director of Law,
Yes.
and Director of Finance.
Yes.
Motion carries for approval of the OpenGov.com contract. If there's no other business to come forward, we'll move to adjourn.
Moved.
So moved by Mr. Diorio, seconded.
Second.
By Ms. Alabak. We'll move for adjournment. Wilder, yes. Fox,
Yes.
Alabak,
Yes.
and Mr. Diorio. Yes, I hope. Unless he signed off already. Mr. Diorio, move for adjourn?
I did, yes.
Okay, thank you. Okay, we're stand adjourned at 9:11. Thank you very much for attending.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good day, guys.
You too.
Thank
Thank you.